is time to go for the Harmonic Nephenee summoning session. I am very excited for this unit. I've been waiting for a Nephenee ult for a very long time, and she's quite strong. Let's go ahead and jump in. We got a lot of questions to answer. Our goal for the summoning session is to get as many Nephenees as possible. I wouldn't mind getting a Lucia and Mia. That would be really, really nice along the way, but they're definitely not my focus. Okay, so let's start off with this red orb. We'll probably do like not the full circle, because I really don't care about colorless at all. Like Leo, I don't even want Leo. Like if I get him, whatever, but if not, I'm completely fine with not getting him. There's Fallen Julia again. I have like a plus 25 Fallen Julia. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, we'll take that. I don't think she really has any good fodder either. She's like Panic Smoke 3 and like Attack Red Solo. But yeah, we'll do this first, like the first blue and green, see if we can get any luck in there. But let's just jump into some questions because we have so many to answer, and I'm hoping that they bring a lot of luck. Our first question is going to be from Kage Delta, Best Girl. So this is, I'm guessing we're talking about Fire Emblem here, right? Because we're talking about everything else, it's a little bit different. But when it comes to Fire Emblem, my favorite female character is Nephenee. I'm very, very much excited about this banner because of that. Nephenee isn't exactly a major character in Fire Emblem, but she definitely has a nice role. Let's go! Okay! The question already brought some luck. We got Lucia. So now I don't even feel bad about skipping blues. That's awesome. So you have Lucia here. The IVs are not great, but that's fine. We can always swap that around if we need to. Really good, great way to start the summoning session. But yeah, Nephenee is definitely my favorite girl. I just love everything about her, from her design to her personality to like how good she is in combat. Nephenee always shows up for. Oh my god! Wow. Kage Delta brought the luck. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is a really bad IV, but that's fine. Who cares? I kind of want to do this to see if this is Leo now. We're just going to do it. We're just going to grab it. Maybe this is Leo. We'll have all 3 units on the banner except for Nephenee off the first circle. That'd be kind of crazy. But yeah, so Nephenee's definitely my favorite. Very glad to see her. I need to get her. Nope, it's Merlinus. I mean, that's like the same thing as Leo almost, right? I'm pissed off all the Leo fans. But yeah. Ooh, this is oh no. I need red. I guess we keep doing blues if there's no reds, because getting the cancer control craziness is pretty good. Okay, let's see another question. That's gonna be from next to Jackson. If somehow, some way, we could ever complete a Nephenee emblem, what would you want the last ult to be like? So right now we have a blue Nephenee, we have a red Nephenee, and we have a colorless Nephenee. So we need a green Nephenee. So when it comes to that, I don't know, like, there's a few options. I've always wanted, like, Pirate Nephenee. I think that would be cute. Also, Summer Nephenee wearing, like, a straw hat. That would be amazing. But I also just want, like, Radiant Dawn Nephenee. I really, really love her attire in Radiant Dawn, which is the promoted class, right? To Sentinel. It's so cool. But obviously, if that was the case, she'd probably be a Lance. So maybe they make her a Sentinel with an axe. I don't know. I would take it. But I'm not like too picky. I just really want Radiant Dawn Nephenee eventually. But right now I'm really happy just to have one ult, right? I don't need Nephenee ults every year. I'm just glad to get another one at this time because it's been so long. And the fact that she's a Harmonic too really is really, really nice. But yeah, hopefully one day we can finish off Nephenee Emblem, which would be pretty cool. Let's see, can we get some? Nope. Okay. Let's do another question. This one's going to be from Satachi and Sprinkles, 2 friends of the channel. We got our favorite part of my new box. And from Sprinkles, what's it like living in a house made of corrugated cardboard, sorry. So, if you don't know, I just did a big move. That's where I've kind of been for the past month, dealing with that. It's been kind of crazy to deal with all of it. We got it done really fast on when everything was done being moved, but like actually getting the place and everything was a lot of work. So that is done. I've got all my stuff moved in. I haven't got it all set up yet. Oh, we got Constance, nice. Stuff is still getting set up, but I'm very happy about it overall. And the best thing about the new place is like not having to be concerned with anyone else, right? Like being able to do anything I want, whatever I want. And also, I have no neighbors, so I can be as loud as I want. So I was watching like House of the Dragon, which is like the Game of Thrones prequel, and I was screaming, and it was like midnight. But I don't care because there's no one there to like get mad at me, right? So that's like probably the best part. The worst part, of course, is that I actually have to sell this new cardboard box to pay for the summoning session. So as nice as it was and as hard as it was to get to this new cardboard box, we're gonna have to be moving back to Pretty Break City pretty soon. Especially with Felix coming in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, we have a question from Oblivion's Wallet. That's right, my own wallet has its own Twitter account. How does it feel to be the luckiest blackout bingo player in the world right now? Yeah, actually, I think that's a question you should be answering, right? How does it feel to be on fire every couple of weeks? Because it has been an absolutely crazy year for me when it comes to Fire Emblem Heroes. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to like have so much of my bingo filled out. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll put it up right now. It's Moosebell. I really hate Moosebell. I get him so often. At least he's a 4-star special right now, though. So at least he's not breaking my pity. But, like, easily have a plus 10 Moosebell as well. But yeah, I'll put up the bingo right now so you can see how full it is. We have several bingos almost there. We're so very close. So it's been pretty lucky. We also have a question from Galaxy who wants to know, do you think Intelligent System has a hit list for Feytubers? You and KCB got hit pretty hard this year, not gonna lie. It's funny to think that, like, that they watch our content. I'm not really sure, to be honest. They definitely have, there's definitely been moments where I will talk about something or somebody else will talk about something, and then there's like an immediate change within like a month or two, and it feels very coincidental. So like, I don't know if it's actually them watching us or if it's just like massive coincidences, which could definitely be the case. When it comes to like the selection of heroes, I do think a lot of times they kind of just are trying to, you know, hit popular units that they can sell and make some money off of, and they kind of rotate them, right? Now the thing is with me and KCB in particular is that we have played a lot of Fire Emblem, right? And so we have just a lot of favorites, so it's pretty easy to hit us with one of our favorites. Now typically for me at least, I usually get like 1 or 2 favorites a year. This year it's been like 8 or 9 or something like that, something ridiculous. So it's definitely been a lot more this year. And I don't know if that's like them trying to like bankrupt me and that's like their type of revenge against me for making videos or something. I'm not really sure. But it's definitely been pretty crazy this year. There's Roderick. We're still just trying to... we need reds. We need like a 5 red circle. We need to get that Nephenee rate going up. My goal really is +1 is the minimum I want. Hopefully better than that, right? But like +2 would be really nice because you get the attack and speed from the merges, which would be great. So hopefully we can get... Yes! Okay, we spoke it into existence. Let's go, our first Nephenee. Oh my gosh, she looks so good. I feel bad for Sakura fans. Like, not really. Like, a little bit I feel bad for Sakura fans because, like, she's obviously, you know, been a backpack twice. But, like, Nephenee being the front, like, is what matters to me, right? And I do kind of... I don't know. I wish there was a different character, to be honest. Like, there's a few other characters I would rather have seen. If it was like duo Nephenee, seeing her with like either like Mia or Heather or Titania or something like that would have been really good, great. Or even like Meg, that would be kind of funny, like Meg or Braum. That would be pretty hilarious. But yeah, we got our first Nephenee, so we're already at +0. We'll be getting +1 for sure from the Spark. We're definitely not sparking anyone else. But yeah. Ooh, this is a good circle. Let's bring out a question from Nico Topin, the Ike Master. Predict which characters IS can release to target your orbs even more. If you get 3 right, I'll draw a little Nephenee to decorate your house. I mean cardboard box or whatever is left of it. Now a couple of questions. What do you think of Gust so far? And what kind of new skill family would you like Choose Your Legends to introduce? Manifesting a Nephenee within 5 summons now. Hope it worked. Thank you so much, Nico. So when it comes to units who could bankrupt me, I don't know how many more there really are, to be honest. Because it's mostly, most of my top favorite units are in the game already. The only character like I really want that isn't in the game is Athos. I really want Athos. Now, would I +10 Athos? Probably not, but I would definitely like go in pretty hard because he's a character I really do want. So I would say like Athos for sure is one. I think he has a, I don't know, like I thought he was gonna get in the same time around Nurgle, like maybe within the same month or like a month after, but it's been couple of months now. They still haven't added him, so I'm not sure when Athos is going to get in. Maybe next year or maybe like later in the year. That would be really good. But if that is the case, I don't know. I'm hoping he's a mythic or something like that, right? I feel like he deserves a mythic status. So I'm going to say Athos as number 1. Number 2, I would really love to see Nasir or Stefan. I guess that's like 2. Nasir and Stefan really deserve to be into the game. Nasir is like a major character in Tellius. He's like one of the major roles in Tellius who kind of acts as a pivotal plot point in Path of Radiance. Yet somehow we still don't have him. So I would really like to see him show up. Considering that we've already had a lot of Tellius Dragons in Halloween, I could see him maybe showing up there. Even as a free-to-play unit, I'd be very happy about that. Stefan, who knows, right? Maybe he'll be the CYL, GHB, or something like that. But I would really love Stefan. I think he's just a badass character, so I would love to see him as well. That's the 3 I'm gonna put in, I guess. If there's if there's any other alts, I would love to have Jafar and Ross. I just absolutely love them. They're 2 of my favorite characters. So getting them alts would be insane. When it comes to Gust, what do I think? I think Gust is such a weird special. It's in like a weird place where it just like doesn't fit anywhere perfectly. Like if you want to go for like the Legu's friend build, you really need like it to be on a unit without slaying. So it's like really awkward in my opinion. It does really great damage, right? And it kind of has like it has good damage reduction, but I prefer Godlike Reflexes overall. And so for me, I think Godlike Reflexes is just like my go-to special on like Omni or Sword Omni tanks or stuff like that, right? Anything who's fast, that's pretty much what I will go for. I think Gust is okay, but like it's kind of just in an awkward place where it's not the easiest thing to use Legu's friend with, or to like have it pre-charged so you can get like the damage reduction off of Ike-Ring. So it does hit really hard though. It hits really, really hard. So that is something. I hope that they add more skills like that, but maybe for some other movement types and weapon types, right? So yeah, hopefully that works out. Hopefully we get more stuff, right? I'm really glad we got this B special, but I would love more of those. I'm greedy. Okay, let's go to our next question. This one's kind of been asked by a lot of people, so let's go over this. We got being asked from Elliot, one of our members. We got Miss NC Fan, another member. We got Feli, Felix, and Birds Came Flying. Birds Came Flying. I can read it. And what they're pretty much asking is, what are my expectations for Brave Felix? What is my least favorite concept for Brave Felix? And what do I expect to see from Felix? And so to answer this, I'll kind of answer this a little bit. But tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, I will have a theory craft video coming out for Brave Felix, where I'll show off 3 different types of Brave Felix that I have theory crafted and built with new skills, preference weapons, and everything. So hopefully that's a cool little video everybody can enjoy, kind of like build up some of the hype for Choose Your Legends. I'm hoping to do one for the other Choose Your Legends characters as well, but we'll have to see if I have time, because it takes a lot of time to put that together. But yeah, hopefully that's the case and we can do that. But I'm very excited for Felix, so that's like why obviously I did him first. Now when it comes to my like least favorite potential concept for Brave Felix, I think it would probably be like just the Sword Master Felix. Obviously that's probably the most common option we would get, but like we already have, the only copy of Felix we already have is like a Sword Master Felix, right? So I don't really want another one, and we also have so many Omni tanks already that I don't really want another just sword Omni tank. If we do get an Omni tank, I hope it's like something unique, like a mage Omni tank, right? I think that'd be really cool. So hopefully we get something like that, but we'll have to see how creative IS actually decides to be this time. There's another Sophia. Okay, speaking of Felix, we have another question from Shepsard. Who would you want Felix to be paired with if he was ever the lead for a new duo or harmonic unit? Okay, so the thing with Felix is that there's like 2 options I could see for a duo that I would really like. One option is a net. I love a net, and oh god, you're not a 4-star special rate either, so you just broke my pity. Oh, I hate you, Galacus. You're like you're at the bottom of my pity break tier list. Ugh. There goes that pity. Whatever. We'll keep going. Oh no, our scambles aren't even close to full. I was thinking those 4-star special rates were scammables, but they're not. But yeah, so I'd love to see Annette and Felix. I love their relationship. I think they're just really cute. So that would be really nice. And then the other one would be Felix and Sylvain. I think having like the badass right and left hand of Dimitri together would be really cool as well. Obviously, Dimitri and Felix would be cool in concept, but I really don't want either of them to be a backpack. So I would really prefer to have duo Felix and duo Dimitri instead of them having them together. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that. But I don't know if they'll ever do that, even though Felix is really, really popular, right? Like, he won Choose Your Legend, so obviously he's popular. But they don't seem to like Felix all that much, so I'm not really sure if we'll ever get a duo or harmonic Felix. Maybe, like, really far down the line. Okay, speaking of Choose Your Legends, we had another question from LFN and Galaxy God. Do you think intelligence systems would make Brave Grima without a shred of irony? And also, what outfit should female Robin get, or an outfit based off someone she's connected with? And so let's answer the first question. Do I think intelligence systems would make Brave Grima? Absolutely. I think they would absolutely do that 100%. They made Brave Tiki into baby Tiki, even though I'm not sure if they were aware of it, but like the whole reason why Tiki really won Choose Your Legends was because people were tired of young Tiki, right? So I think that just would just go over their head. Like the fact that a lot of people don't consider Grima and Robin the same character probably just goes way over their head. They don't even care. So I could absolutely see that happening. I personally would find it hilarious because I know the whole internet would burn down, right? Like all the Discords would be on fire, the Reddit would be on fire, DTM would be eternally pissed at me. So I think it would be really funny. But for Robin fans, I'm sure that they'd be very angry. So I'm sure that's not what they want. When it comes to other outfits she could possibly get, I could definitely see like, her getting like a Crom outfit or something like that. The thing is, we did just get Duo Robin earlier in the year, and she was already with Crom, so I'm not sure if they're going to like double dip there. They could also do female Robin, but in a Grima outfit, so technically it's not Grima, but she's in a Grima outfit, and maybe she has like some dragon-esque abilities. I think that's also an option. But other than that, that's all I can really see. I don't think they'd ever dress her up as like Valdar or something like that, because that just seems so like obtuse. Not a lot of people would really enjoy that, right? So I think that's kind of where we're at with Brave Robin. But I'm going to definitely try to get out that Theorycraft video. I have a few ideas for like the different kind of options we could have for her. So I do think she has like some pretty solid options overall. Okay, we're almost at the Spark. Can we get one more Nephenee before Spark? That would be amazing. To get one more before Spark. No, it's Laszlo. Okay. Oh man, I'm kind of like so tired of seeing the same 4-stars all the time. I really would love a summoning pool update. I think that would be amazing. Like they just need to like, like snap and like remove everybody from the summoning pool. I think that'd be great. Okay, let's jump into the Spark and grab our second copy of Nephenee. Overall, the summoning session is going extremely well so far. I'm very, very happy with this. The +1 in Nephenee. We always fix her, boon or IV with like Trait Fruit, so I'm not really worried about that either. Definitely gonna go for speed because that is her super boon, as well as she just needs that stat, obviously. Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. She looks amazing. Love it. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I don't know if I'm gonna spend all 500 orbs. I think I am, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, let's go on to another question. This one's going to be from DTM himself, and he says, "Oh, wise and omniscient oracle, lend us your power. Who will be the next legendary hero this month?" Okay, so with my powers of, being able to see into the future, I think we're actually going to get legendary Diamant this month. And the reason why is that we are in red, I believe. I think it's Ike, Lumera, and then an open slot. It's Brave Seliph. Okay. I mean, that's not Nephenee, but he is a good unit now, and he's only going to be getting better next month, so I guess I will take that. We're also getting another Scam Bubble. But yeah, so we have Lumera and Ike, and it should be the legendary in red. And so we need a red legendary. There's not that many options left. But we also have Lumera and Alear returning. I believe it should be following Lumera and Alear. And so I think they're going to go with like an Engage legendary possibly, right? Because they have to start introducing the legendaries for Engage, right? We have like Ivy, Alfred, and Diamant, and then probably some other ones as well. So I think we're going to get legendary Diamant this month. I think that's what we're going to get. That's my prediction. If we get legendary Zephiel though, and it hits my bingo, I'm going to laugh really, really hard. That would just be absolutely hilarious. Also, if we do get legendary Zephiel, he has to do the spinning animation. I need that animation in the game. It's way too cool. Okay. Oh, Brave. Dude, we're getting like all kinds of 4-star special rates. I would definitely take Brave Lysithea. I think mine's like +7 or something, so that's like another merge, which is really nice. She's still pretty solid. Like, she's overall really good still. She definitely could use... Like, Resonance helps her out a bit, but also, like, having... If she could have a DR Piercing special, it would open up her, like, B-slots to do so much more. I think that would be really nice. There's no Olivia. Okay, let's jump back in. We have another question. This one's from a different Fate tip. We got one from Rocket Gal, and she wants to know, rank all the variants of Ike and Fire Emblem Heroes from your least to most favorite. Okay, let's do it. I think this... I like most Ikes. I like all Ikes, I think. Yeah, pretty much. This is what, Ithune, I think? Yep. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, my favorite Ike in Fire Emblem Heroes by far is Legendary Ike. I love Legendary Ike. I keep giving him kit upgrades that he does not deserve, but I make it work. So Legendary Ike, definitely number 1. Number 2 is going to be Brave Ike. I love that we have a good Path of Radiance Ike in the game. And so Brave Ike is just amazing. Have a lot of history with him. Love that one. Number 3, this is where it gets interesting in my opinion. I think number 3, I'm going to do Emblem Ike. Because essentially, Emblem Ike is just Legendary Ike version 2. I don't like the art as much, and like the fact that he's like an emblem, like I don't know, it's not actually like Legendary Ike. So I'm gonna put him at number 3, I think. Number 4, I'm gonna have Fallen Ike. I love Fallen Ike. As you could probably notice by now, I really like Radiant Dawn Ike a little bit more than Path of Radiance Ike. After that, I'm gonna have Base Ike. So like Base Ike, but with Resplendent art. I like the Resplendent art more than I like the normal art. So I would do that. Then Baby Ike, then Valentine's Ike. Yeah, I think that's how I would do it. Valentine's Ike was such a disappointment for me because he doesn't have a preference weapon. Like, he got Radiant Ether, but that was it. Like, it was so weird that he got PRF special, but he didn't get PRF weapon. Also, I just don't really like seasonal units all that much when it comes to Ike. I don't know why, but like maybe we got like a really cool seasonal for Ike, but like Valentine's Ike, it was just like when I saw that I was just like, oh my god, they have him like with flowers and stuff. Like this is not Ike for me. Like I want big buff ripped, I'm gonna kill people Ike, like not flowery. I'm on a Valentine's Day Ike. So probably my least favorite, and he's also my least merged too, so I guess that kind of makes sense. There's Tail 2. I still like Tail 2's art. I think this is a really nice Resplendent. Okay. Let's see. Our next question is to me from Carlos Rafael. If you could make a tricky feature to the game in retaliation for them, for their horrible, unbalanced current state, what would you do? Let's go! Good job, Carlos! We got another Nephenee. Let's go! So we are now at +2. This was like the goal I wanted to hit. Another, not great IV, but that's completely fine. Don't care. Just matters that we get more Nephenees, right? So back to the question. For their horrible balance current state, what would you do? I would make them custom engage sprites for every single unit when equipped with the ring. Good luck in your pulls for Nephenee. You brought the luck, absolutely. So what annoying thing could I ask intelligence systems to do to like punish them, essentially? I think there's a lot of things. I think I would personally want to get like annoy them in a way that was beneficial for us. And so what I would want them to do is I would want them to reword every single weapon in the game to make it more clear. I would want like bullet points for every single effect in the game with a little icon next to it that you could click. And I know that would take literally forever to do. That would take that would just be like somebody's job for a year, and they would hate my guts. But I think that would be a great way to annoy them in a positive way, right? Like it's overall like good change, even though that person will probably hate their life for like a year. If one person was doing it. I guess if they could split it up if you're doing like multiple people, right? But I would prefer if the person in charge had to do it. Give them a little taste of punishment. Ooh, my gosh. We're doing pretty good, though. I'm pretty happy with this overall. I am kind of nervous just because, like, we do have Felix coming, like, later, like, 2 weeks from now. So, like, they really hit me, like, where it could hurt the most with Nephenee. They're like, we're going to give you your favorite female character, like, 2 weeks before the Brave unit you've been planning for all year. But I'm not going to complain. I mean, it's overall really good, right? Okay, let's get another question in. This one's going to be from Marcos Malaris. If they were to release an Italian alt of Altina, but instead of 2 swords, she had a salami on each hand, would you +10? Okay. I don't know where this question came from, but yeah, I would probably +10 it. That'd be pretty funny. They should do more meme versions of characters like that. I think that'd be great. But yeah, I'd probably +10 it. Why not, right? I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, like, how can you not, right? You see that, it's gonna be hilarious. They probably have some like great special like quotes. Yeah, I'm down. I'd do it. There's Tiki. Okay, we got another question. This one's from Gus. Oh, God of knowledge. Why do they always do my boy Leo so dirty? Gus, I hope you aren't mad at me for the things I said about Leo earlier. But I think Valentine's Leo is actually like a really good unit. It definitely has fallen off a little bit just because of like all the warping. But I think at the time he came out, he was really good. But when it comes to the current Leo, why does Leo typically get screwed over so hard? I think the question, the answer is really simple, and I think everybody knows why. He's missing two very important things if you look really closely around his chest. And so because he doesn't have those two very important things, he tends to get screwed over. If he had them, he'd probably be doing a lot better in Fey. But because he's not, like, typically just males get thrown in that demote role, like, I think like 8 out of 10 times on banners. So it's just a rough life for us guys in Fire Emblem. Okay, this next question is going to be from Jim, Newt, and Francis Wood. How do you feel about the new Cancel Control 4 ability to negate the end action effect? Do you feel the method of implementation is warranted, or perhaps it was a bit heavy-handed? There's only a small handful of units with the end action effect, so the value of the skill outside of normal Cancel Control feels relatively low at face value. Therefore, do you think we will see more obnoxious end turn effects in the future to further strengthen the value of this particular skill and make it a near must-pull skill? We also then have the question from Francis Dashwood. How do you think they should have handled countering Dual Leon? Currently, they have just made outright hard counters to him, completely nullify his existence, as well as drag other units down alongside him. Sather, Duo, Sather, and Infomortis. I know this isn't the first time they have done this to a unit that was meta impactful on release, but still, how would you have gone about this? Okay, so, when it comes to my sentiment for the Cancel Control 4, I didn't really talk about it all that much during the actual banner review, and the reason why is because I was extremely angry. I was like pissed. So I think this is just stupid, right? Like, because the thing is with Cancel Control is that you pretty much run it on every Summoner Duels team. Every good Summoner Duels team typically has Cancel Control somewhere, right? And what that means is that while this is obviously a premium option, eventually it will probably become more accessible, which means that anytime you have a Cancel Control unit, you're probably going to want the upgrade for it because it just gives you extra effects for free, right? There's like no downside to having it, other than, having to spend orbs to get it or like having to duplicate it. But the point is like, it's just, they took pretty much the most staple skill in SD and just attached an effect to like completely screw Leon over and Sather, which is just, it's terrible. I just don't like it. Now, I know the common sentiment amongst the community is F Leon, I hate Leon, Leon's cancer, blah, blah, blah. And you're right? The effect itself is very cancerous, right? It should never have been added to the game in the first place. I think that was just a stupid idea completely. But the point is like, if you're going to add a unit into the... Oh, it's my other favorite unit I love. Oh man, I sure love having a billion Ascended Tikis. Our scammables are full though. That's good at least. Hopefully we get lots of red orbs. Give me the... Oh, okay, that scared me. I thought there was none. So like the thing is like they took the most stable skill, they put this on it, and then they just screwed Leon over. And like the thing is with Leon was that I don't think you needed to do this hard of a counter. I know that everyone hates the end turn effect. I do too. I think it's stupid and should never existed. But there's other ways to soft counter it, right? The thing is, they already released one hard counter in Breath of Life 4. Breath of Life 4 hard counters Leon's ability to do burn damage. You have to run like a feud skill in his C slot now to get around Breath of Life, and that's only if the opponent is using it on a drive on another character, right? So like if you're using it on like, let's say Emblem Ike, like there's just no way to get around it. So I think it's like, it was already at the point where like Leon was taken down a few notches, right? He was no longer the best unit in the game or like amongst the best unit in the games. He went down like 2 steps probably. He was like in a pretty good spot where he was definitely usable and he could be annoying, but he wasn't like broken, right? And the thing is like not only did they have the Breath of Life counter already in the game, they already had ways to remove the status effect, right? You could run recovery skills. You could run units that neutralize their own penalties like Emblem, right? And you could remove that effect. And so adding a hard counter, like one that just completely screws over Leon, really sucks in my opinion. Now, partially this is because I love Leon. He's one of my favorite characters in Fire Emblem. Seeing him get treated like this really does suck. But the other reason, and I think the bigger reason that everybody can agree on, is that they literally released Leon on Hero Fest on one of the biggest banners of the year with upgraded rates and 4 sparks. They baited people into summoning for this unit because people knew he was a good unit. and then they waited 3 or 4 days until everybody was pretty much done summoning, right? Most of the summoning gets done in the first couple days. And then they said, hey, we're going to hard counter the unit you just pulled for. They literally just screwed over their own player base who spent orbs on Hero Fest. Like, it's such a scummy and predatory and disgusting thing to do to your own player base. They were literally just like, hey, give us money. Hey, screw you. Like, it leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. Please don't be Lucia. Like, I love you, Lucia, but, you know, this time you could just be like a, you know, something else, like a Roderick or something. Like, just leave my scam bubbles alone, please. Okay, it's Perry. Sure, we'll take Perry. Why not, right? But yeah, I'm very mad about it. Like, I'm actually so mad about it. And I know that Reddit and everybody else is cheering about, ooh, it's the death of Leon, and they're so happy. But, like, imagine if that was your favorite character, right? If that was, you know, Edelgard or Corrin or Robin or whoever else, whoever popular character. Imagine your favorite character gets a good version, and then they just get hard counter into the ground, right? Especially right after you invest into them. It just feels bad. And they do it a lot, right? This isn't the first time they've done this. They did this with Elamine. They did this with, like, a million other things. And so I really wish they would learn how soft countering works. But they just don't do that, right? They just want to make as much money as possible, and the best way to do that is to sell you the solution. So that's what they did. But yeah, now I'm kind of tilted, so let's move on to a different question so that I can calm down a bit. Oh my god, I'm getting heated. This one's going to be from Wacky Warrior. I have a question. If you were to choose one character that you would say is obscure to the general public, but you absolutely love, who would it be? Okay, so when it comes to, like, Fire Emblem for this question, I guess, a great example actually is just Glenn, right? Glenn just came out. Glenn is extremely obscure. He's, like, in a very, very tiny section of Sacred Stones. Oh no, I hate scam bubbles. They give me heart attacks. He's like in a very tiny section of Sacred Stones. He plays a very minor role overall, pretty much just setting up Volter as a villain and giving Cormac a reason to defect. But I really love Glenn overall. You get to spend like a very short amount of time with him, but when the amount of time you get to spend is really great. So I think Glenn's a great obscure character from Fire Emblem. When it comes to other things, I guess like for anime or something, I think a character that almost no one knows is Yang Wenli, right? From Legend of Galactic Heroes. And he is, that anime is like just not known by anybody. The people who watch it love it and rate it very highly, but not many people have actually seen it, right? But I love Yang Wenli. He's one of my favorite characters in fiction, so love him absolutely. Speaking of that, though, we have a question from Sensation. Question for your summoning video. Pick an anime husband, wife, and child. All for you are a family unit. Has to be from anime or manga. No anime style video games. Like I said, anime and manga only. So when it comes to, I guess, the husband, I would pick Yang Wenli, like I was just saying. I think Yang Wenli's like an amazing character, and he's super chill. Like, he's very smart. Why are we doing something Leslos? He's super chill. He's very, like, relaxed and just, like, smart as well. Like, he can really have a good conversation with him. I think Yang would be a great character to live with. When it comes to a wife, I have to choose Nico Robin. I love Robin from One Piece. She's like one of my favorite female characters in anything. I love her so much. So having yet again another smart person to talk to, she could teach me all about like archaeology and stuff. And she's like gorgeous, smart, and has like the best morbid sense of humor. Like, she's just the best. So I love that. And when it comes to child, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna pick Detective Conan. Now, Detective Conan technically, physically is a child, right? Now, realistically, he's an adult, or he's like a teenager in a child's body. So I'm kind of cheating, but that's who I'd pick. I pick Conan because, like, once again, I can have a really good conversation with Conan. We could read like mystery novels together. Maybe we could go solve some mysteries, right? That'd be pretty cool. Maybe not all the dead bodies, but everything else would be pretty nice. So I think I would choose Conan. I don't know if Sin's gonna get mad at me for saying that, but yeah, I'll cheat a little bit, right? Not a big deal. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting like higher. Are we higher on the pay grade? I feel like we are, but I don't know if I'm just like tripping because the scam bubbles are like throwing my perspective like out of whack. I hate scam bubbles so much. Like, scam bubbles are like supposed to help you in big summoning sessions, but I feel like they just like are actually scams. Like, they just make you pull more for no reason, and they also like never give you what you want. Like, very rarely, I feel like I need a 5 red circle, and then I need to pull Nephenee on it and get like, right, because in every 5-star I pull on that red circle would be Nephenee. That would be great. Let's do that. Okay, I mean, I'll take 2. Okay, so let's see another question. This will be from the Darker Walrus. This game doesn't have enough Edelgards. Discuss. Okay. I don't know if the Darker Walrus is who I think it is. I don't think they know how many Edelgards are actually in this game. There's quite a few. I think we're up to like, what, 7 Edelgards, I want to say? I might be wrong. We have like Base, we have Flame Emperor, we have Brave, Legendary, Summer, Winter. Is that it? Maybe it's only 6. 6 or 7. I don't know. We have a lot of Edelgards though, so I don't know if we actually need more Edelgards. I think Satachi's wallet really can't handle another Edelgard at the moment, so maybe we're good off Edelgard for right now. But if we were to get an... Oh, this is really bad. Oh, this is really bad. I really don't want Leo. And I feel like if I pull the colorless... Okay, thank God. Okay, it's not Mia. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. Woo! RN Jesus. But yeah, if we were to get another Edelgard, what we should do is we should get Summer Edelgard again. But this time we put Altina in the front, put Edelgard in the back. We could even just remove Edelgard completely, just have Altina there. Give her the same weapon and kit, but make it better, right? Like make it so that she has like true damage, she ignores DR, she gets special jump, right? You know, stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. We should do that. If you're listening to me, IS, definitely go for that one. I think that'd be cool. Armor Altina, who's not really Edelgard at all. There's Crom. I feel like this might be the first. No, it's probably not the first Crom, but I feel like it is. Okay, we're getting pretty low on orbs. We've kind of hit a little bit of a dry spell here. Hopefully we can. Oh God. Oh Jesus. RN Jesus. Take the wheel. Take the wheel. 3-star. Woo. Okay. Okay. Speaking of 3 houses, this one's gonna be from Lindiers. 9355, which is your favorite house in 3 houses and why? So if you haven't been around the channel much, you might not know this. I do use Edelgard a little bit, so maybe people think I like Edelgard a lot. The truth is, I love Dimitri. Dimitri is my favorite character from 3 houses, and Blue Lions is my favorite route in 3 houses by a large margin. Now, the reason why is very simple. I think Blue Lions has the best character storytelling in the game by like a lot. I think this is the story that has the best character arc with Dimitri, right? You're going from like the high road of Dimitri, and then him hitting the low, and then coming back at the end, which is really good. They do it really well. It's very emotional, and it's like very resonating, right? They also use the entire cast extremely well, right? You get a lot of, yes! Let's go! Just had to talk about 3 houses. Nephenee plus speed. Yes. Okay, we're gonna do this circle because we have 8% and scam bubbles. I know, you know, DTM's like on my shoulders telling me not to, but we're gonna get Lucia. No, we're not. The next one's Lucia for sure, and then we can duplicate your fodder. That'd be great. Because like the thing is like if we could duplicate that Canto control fodder on like everybody, yeah, I'm gonna pretty much do that. Like it's pretty solid, right? But it's not the easiest thing to duplicate. Hey, it's Elliewood. I don't really need Elliewood. I already have him at +10, but sure, why not? Okay, we'll back out here. But yeah, so when it comes to like Blue Lions, I just think it has the best character writing. I think it does the best with its side characters. It takes really good advantage of like Dedue and Felix and even like Sylvain and like Ingrid. Everybody's really tied all together by the tragedy of Duscur and how it affected everybody. And so I think everyone just in 3 house or in the Blue Lions route is really connected to that very well, right? And I think that's really like it helps the storytelling a lot. So I feel like in Golden Deer, Claude himself isn't really attached to the main plot going on in the story. He kind of does his own thing and like deals with like, you know, Nemesis and stuff. And then you have Edelgard, whose route is obviously, you know, tied to the main story of the game. But the problem I have with Edelgard's route is that it feels incomplete, right? I mean, it just is incomplete. Like anyone who says that the route isn't incomplete is just lying to themselves. There's way less chapters than there are in other routes. I think it's 3 to 5 less. I think it's 5 less chapters in the other route, right? And then Edelgard's main story is like dealing with Rhea and those who slither in the dark. Hey, there's Byleth. But you never get to the point where she deals with those who slither in the dark in the game. You have to see it in the prologue. They're just the prologue or the epilogue, and it just says like, oh yeah, she dealt with them. It's like, it's the most unsatisfactory thing ever. I felt so annoyed and so dissatisfied with like the route when I was done with it. And this is, like, I want to make you very clear, I don't hate Edelgard by any means. I think she's a great character. She's a great antagonist. I think, you know, she's really cool. But, like, when it came to her actual route, I was just very not, like, fulfilled by it. I really wanted more, right? I think if they add 5 more chapters to it, I would have loved it. But the fact that they didn't just, like, left me kind of just not happy with it overall. And so, when it comes to Blue Lions, the route overall does feel complete, even though you don't really get... like, it should have went farther. He should have dealt with those who slid in the dark as well. But his main conflict throughout the story has been with Edelgard, so getting to get that satisfactory end with it definitely helped it out. And I think that the whole just getting to complete Dimitri's character arc also helped it out a ton. Also, other than that, I just love the characters the most, right? Like, Dimitri's my favorite character in Three Houses. You know, Felix and Petra are my second and third. So... I guess Petra's not in Blue Lions. I always forget she's not in Blue Lions because in every single time I play Three Houses, I always take Petra no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter what route I'm playing, I always get Petra and Felix. So, I guess there's that. Okay, we're going to do a bit more. I don't know if we should keep going just because, like, the chances of hitting another 5-star and 60 orbs is not the best. So I don't really want to end with, like, a large pity. So we'll go a little bit farther. Let's see if we can get some luck from these last few questions. There's no. So we have a question from Polly. How would you feel if intelligence systems add a higher tier to Fey Pass with benefits like money off orb packs or additional backgrounds or even banner exclusives to subscribers? Okay, let's break this down into a few questions. How would I feel about them adding a higher level of Fey Pass? I know this is very, very unpopular. People really hate Fey Pass. Even though I don't really think it deserves the hate it gets. But I wouldn't mind if they added a higher tier of Fey Pass if, like, it was reasonable. Like, let's say if it was like $5 more or even $10 more. As long as I was getting the value I thought I needed to get out of it. Like, if they added more orbs to the Fey Pass every month and it was $5 or $10 worth, then already there, that's enough benefit for me. But also, if it added other things, I think that would be great, right? Now, the thing is, like, the examples you gave, like money off of orb packs, I mean, I don't really like that benefit all that much. I mean, obviously it's it would be extremely good for me, right? But I don't really like that. I'd rather it be something more like within the game itself. And then the other thing, like additional backgrounds, I actually have never like really used the background, so it doesn't really affect me either. And then banner exclusives is the thing I do not want at all. I played the Final Fantasy VII mobile game, and they have exclusive banners for payers only, and they tend to be pretty good banners. Now, they don't have any like unique weapons on them, but they have like really good rates or like guarantees, and I don't like that. I really just prefer if all banners are available to everyone all the time, and it's just about how you want to spend your currency, right? So I guess what it comes down to is, yes, I would like that, but only if it offered things that I thought were valuable and fair. And so, like, one thing I think would be really good is if you had an improved Fey Pass, maybe you can like spark the same unit multiple times. That would be really, I would love that. Like, even if it was only like when there's multiple sparks, like let's say like Choose Your Legends coming up, instead of having to spark one of each unit, you could spark the same unit 4 times as a Fey Pass like perk. I would love that. Do I think they should just add that to the game? Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I don't think they're going to. So if they did do that in Fey Pass, I would definitely buy it. Okay, we got one more question from Yuka. With the meta changing every few months by now, I want to ask, what is your favorite and least favorite meta in Fire Emblem Heroes history? Okay, so we have gone through a lot of metas in this game. I think my favorite meta, when we're talking about Ether Raids at least, would definitely be the era like right after Altina got released. I think it was like January or February after Altina got released. We had Layla add to the game, and Layla plus Altina was my favorite strategy in Ether Raids ever, because it felt like every single puzzle or every single defense map could be defeated with that team composition, but it was all about figuring out how to do it perfectly. Like, right, like there was always like a puzzle attached to it, essentially, where you position Layla, where you position Altina, what units you're taking out, how do you disarm the traps in the correct way, how do you get Layla out of range so she doesn't get killed. It was really, really fun, and it like really added a level of strategy that I think the game doesn't have anymore, to be honest. So I really think that was like my favorite Ether. Oh god. That was by far my favorite Ether Raids meta. I also like the Vantage meta, like the very early Ether Raids meta where it was just all Vantage range units. That was a ton of fun too. It was really difficult at times, but like it felt very like satisfying to actually like clear maps that way. So I really love that meta as well. When it comes to the metas I hate the most, the meta I hated the most was the meta like directly after the Valentine's banner that introduced saved units. So that was the meta that pretty much was like the mobility meta with like, you know, legendary Sigurd running around and not and you know, fatal smoke essentially. I really hated that meta. Not because I couldn't deal with it, right? But like because I felt like the game got easier and also like some of the foundational like effects in the game were removed. I think saves were still just like a bad thing they add to the game overall, and I really hated fatal smoke in particular because it pretty much killed all my Ikes at the time. Like until that banner came out, I was pretty much using Fallen Ike on Anima season, and I was using legendary or Brave Ike on Light season, and it was great. I just gotta play with Ike all the time. I gotta have fun. I could Gale Force sometimes, and then I could use Ike, and it was just a really good time to play Ether Raids every week. And then they did that, and then it just became kind of like Brave Hector the game. Like I love Brave Hector. He did justice by me, but it was like pretty much just like I use Brave Hector all the time. He saves everybody. He solos the enemy team. You know, it was just, it wasn't that much fun to me anymore. So I think that's probably my least favorite meta. Okay, so we are down to our last 6 orbs. We're gonna stop here. Overall, the summoning session went extremely well. We got quite a few Nephenees. We got Lucia and Mia in our first summoning circle, meaning we got all the people I want off the banner, and I'm just really happy overall. We even got a good IV Nephenee, so like overall this banner went extremely well. 500 orbs, that's fine for one of my favorites, and we'll be coming back in a couple weeks to go for Brave Felix, which is a bit scary, but honestly, very happy with how this went. But now I'd love to hear from you. Did you summon on this banner? And if you did, who were you going for? Were you going for Nephenee for all of her insane support and firepower? Or maybe you were going for that new cancel control to shut down Duo Leon? Either way, I'd love to hear about it, so make sure to drop a comment down below, letting me know how your summons went overall. As always, I'd like to thank all my members for their constant support, and if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. This has been Oblivion. I'll catch you all later with more Fire Emblem Heroes.